Welcome back to JD'z Garage. I'm Joe. Today I've got this frame sitting here that is a 1980 Suzuki RM50. This is what the bike was. I got a really good deal on the frame. We're going to turn it into, unfortunately, not its complete original, but we're going to go with the tires. The motor I've rebuilt is going to go here, and I'm getting a new seat, new tank, new forks, triple tree. It's going to be really neat when we get done with this project. But this is what we're working with, is the frame of this bike. And today I'm trying to get my motor position in here to see which way it's going to go, and we need a little more room. So I've got to grind some things off. This piece here, which held the other gas tank on, but I'm going to get a different type of tank and don't need it. I've got to get these off here, here. This needs to get back, and this, and then we're going to see where we are with the motor. And if I still need more room, I'm going to chop the frame in half and extend it, not by much. This swing arm I bought separate, but it does go with the bike. We're going to be removing this bottom piece on it too. We're not going to need that. So hang with me here as I get the slice and dice grinder out and start cutting some things up. Before I get going with the grinder to start chopping some of this off, let's see if we can get this bolt loose to get this off. It'll be one less thing I got to cut. Hopefully it comes loose. I squirted it with penetrating oil last night. It's turning. There we go. Get this dude off here. It's coming off, but it's kind of snug. All that rust buildup. 1980, we're talking 43 years ago. That's how old this swing arm is with this bolt on it. We're lucky it's coming off. Come on now. Let me get you like this now. There we go, we're just about there. It's still not going to take the wrench here. Come on, dude. There you go. If it didn't come loose, we could have tried heating it up with the torch and then getting this off. Or yeah, we could have just cut this off, because we're not going to need this piece. We will be using some of this metal here for other parts on the bike. Okay, so now we can move on to getting the grinder out and cutting on the frame. Now that I've got them cut off, I took the cut-off wheel off the grinder, put a regular grinding disc back on here, clean up the cuts a little bit. Throw my gloves on here, make them look a little better, and then we'll try to see if the engine fits better or if we're going to have to chop it and extend the frame. Alright, I think I got this strap down a little better. Probably saw it trying to drift on me a little bit when I was cutting the metal off. But a couple straps here, let's see how this engine fits. The gas tank is removed, the exhaust and the intake. We can make them go how they need to next. But if you see here, we're kind of strapped for room still. And I figured it was going to be the case. It's no big deal. We don't need much. But we're going to have to chop this frame in half and extend it. Let me set this motor back down. You can see here, there's the metal pieces I cut off. Can't get enough of that engine we rebuilt. Good old Honda. So basically, we are going to have to chop. I may go in the middle here, and then down here I'm going to go around here and here, and I'm going to do some more measurements and see exactly how much I need to keep this motor down low. That way the shaft that we're going to put the clutch on will line up with how the swing arm goes back here. But that's what I've got to configure. But I can go ahead and chop this dude in half for this video. Got my two marks here. Probably hard to see on camera, but I'm going to cut these both. I have pipe that should fit over this stub when I cut it, this stub, and here, and it'll make it stronger as we weld each end when we put it back together. But first we just got to get this thing apart, and then we can figure it with the motor there where it needs to be, and I'll get my measurement of extensions I need here, here, and up here. But let's go ahead and chop this. Gotta unplug it. Always unplug it when I switch from the stone to the cutting wheel. I don't want to accidentally turn it on. Here we go. There's one. There's two. We got two good clean cuts, so I got to turn this dude around, make a mark for this top part and where I'm going to cut it. Got the top of the frame marked. Probably won't pick up on camera, but let's go ahead and get the slice and dice grinder back out here and cut it in half here on the top. Whatever extension we put in here, whatever we're going to do, the gas tank's going to cover this and hide it. Down here you're not going to be able to tell either, because we're going to make a motor plate, maybe with risers to set the motor on. It's going to hide that too. So let me get my slice and dice. Here we go. On there just a hair. Let's come in here and show you that one part. There it is. Alrighty. Oh, some yucky black rusty water fell out of there. Once we get this mocked up with the engine and everything that goes on it, we're going to be disassembling it and sandblasting it and painting the frame and the swing arm. We've got a lot of work to do. This is going to be a project for quite a while. I don't have a lot of time, but I'm still going to try to get a video up every week of the next step I take on this bike project. Got this mocked up. not so good, so I'm going to try not to bump it so this front piece doesn't fall. But this setup is just for you guys to see. We're going to be doing about 6 inches pipe welded in here to extend this frame. 6 inches down here. I do not have this size pipe, so I'm going to have to order it. Down here I do, but I've got to cut it off what it was and make it pretty to work for these two on the bottom. But this is sort of how it's going to end up being. It's a lot of room here in case we need to raise the motor more or tilt it. We'll just see how it goes. We have a lot of fab work to do before we can really get going on what the actual design is going to be for the way this motor needs to sit. Another thing is this swing arm right here is going to have to be widened too. Now we could buy one that's wider and bigger to work, but I am trying to do the best kind of budget build I can here. Save some money, take something that was scrapped, go into the junkyard and fix it. So we will be working on probably cutting these here, making us a wider swing arm so it will meet the shaft right here that we're going to put the clutch and sprocket on to come back. And you can probably see this is about level here, and we're going to have to raise or lower it depending on where it is and see how the chain comes back once we get the tire on the back here on its sprocket, that it goes over the top of this swing arm and under the swing arm up to the sprocket. So I'm not sure on the tires yet. I'm thinking since I have to widen this back swing arm anyway, I'm going to go up to 12 inches and kind of do the same setup as I have on this bike here. This fat tire, I'll get down here to it. It's got a pretty good width. That swing arm it's on is about 12 inches, I believe. So we may be putting that big dude on the back since we've got to get the swing arm and widened anyhow. And on the front, we may go a little smaller and skinnier, but we'll see. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it.